Alright guys, the moment of truth. We're about to pull up and see if the cars are out of the driveway. Why is it that no one can ever just listen? Drops and a pickup to do this morning. I also have one of my B&I meetings. A couple unique situations. I actually have the dump trailer behind me right now. It is 5:30 in the morning. I had to get up at 4:30 this morning to get ready to take off and get this dropped. But my meeting starts at 7:30, but like you want to be there 7:15 or so. So I had to get this one dropped for a roofer. Obviously they don't want to wait till 9 because that's not ideal. Yesterday was Labor Day, so the family's, in and out of the house. They didn't want a dumpster there the day before. So we're accommodating. I'm dropping this one at 6 a.m. is the goal. I'm dropping the dump trailer because it's much quieter than the roll-off. I'm gonna go drop this dump trailer. Hopefully the roofer did his job and made sure that these people know to get the car out of the driveway. Generally, they give me the contact information. I don't know if these people just didn't want contacted, but he ended up saying he was going to take care of it in this scenario. They are not going to be happy if I'm knocking on their door at 6 in the morning, I promise you that. But we got to do what we got to do. So hopefully they're not blocking the driveway. It's wishful thinking because it's almost inevitable when I don't have control over the little aspects like that. Stuff doesn't get done right. And next thing you know, I'm knocking on doors and waking people up because they're blocking my parking spot. So let's just say a wish and a prayer and hope that's not the case. All right, guys, the moment of truth. That would be a big negative. My goodness, why is it that no one can ever just listen? Holy shit. All right, so they did leave like a half a space. I don't think I can fit both tires on the driveway, but I am gonna do my best, and I am just gonna make an educated guess that I can drop it here and have a tire a little bit off the driveway. It doesn't look like there's any sprinkler heads. They do have a van sitting in the front yard, so I assume that van would normally be parked there. I think their logic was that I could fit it there, but it is definitely not spacious. So, always fun. Well, not a lot of room for error there. I'm slightly off the driveway on this side. It's not terrible. Definitely would have liked to be another foot or so over. Got her backed up to the house. Wheels are chalked. Toolbox is locked up. Roofer's ready to go. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go hook up the roll-off trailer. Gotta get to my meeting. And then I got a couple more drop-offs and pickups to do. I'll take you along for those when it's a little bit brighter out. So we are heading over to the B&I meeting now. I talked about it in the last video. I know a few people had some questions. So essentially, B&I is nationwide, worldwide, and in any given chapter, you can't have overlapping businesses. So if I register my business and I'm accepted into the local chapter that I'm in, no other dumpster company can hold the seat that I'm in. So the point is that you don't want overlap of competing industries so people aren't conflicted on who to refer business to. You're getting together, getting to know these people. Hopefully you like everybody. Obviously there's going to be personality clashes on occasion, but for the most part you want to find a chapter that you like the people that are in, you can trust that they're going to do a good job when it comes down to it and the business does get referred to them, and then ultimately you're it increases your sales force essentially. So depending on the number of people in your chapter, generally they're going to be between 20 and 60 members, most of them in the 30 to 50 range. So it gives you 30 more opportunities every week for people to be out talking about your business. So for example, the electrician comes across a job where plumbing is needed, he refers the plumber ideally. The plumber comes across a job where they got to rip the wall down and it needs to be retiled, he's going to refer that business to the tile installer in the group. The project's getting done, they got a lot of trash, they need a dumpster, they go to the dumpster guy. So all that to say that there is only the amount of effort that you put into it is what you're going to get back out of it. The philosophy behind it is an effort of giving more so than receiving. So don't just join thinking, oh, I'm the dumpster guy, everyone's just going to send me all the dumpster work. Like, you have to actually go out and earn your place in the chapter, and you want to be pushing to help everyone in the chapter even more than you want them to be referring stuff to you. You know, you want them to want to refer you business, which generally comes from you scratch my back, I scratch yours. So you want to be referring out other people, you want to be helping other people. If there's, you know, a situation where someone needs a little bit of push, you need to be the wind behind their back. So I'm going to do a little bit of filming in the meeting today, just so you can kind of get a vibe for what it looks like. But in a nutshell, I mean, yeah, that's all it is for an hour and a half every single week. I go to a place where there are other local business owners and people in the community, and we talk about our business, try to educate each other about our business, and hope to grow our businesses together.
Enjoy interacting, they get excited, they create solutions.
So a great referral for us are always those who are going into long-term care. Jeff Klinger, estate planning attorney, the man behind the plan.
All right, just got out of the meeting, on my way to this job. I did actually did a junk removal job over the weekend. Super easy, which was nice. They had done a little bathroom tear out and then dragged everything into the front of the garage. I simply pulled up, dropped my dumpster in the driveway, threw a few things in, dragged a tarp full of like drywall and tile into the dumpster. All in all, probably under a ton, but maybe a ton. Got a few $100 for it, so not too bad at all. Cost me $50 to dispose of, give or take. We're gonna see right now as we dump it, and literally took me 15 minutes to load it, maybe another 10-15 minutes worth of driving over because it was right down the street from me. So all in all, not a bad haul. This dumpster does have some stuff in the front. I could probably even drop this for the next job with the stuff in it, because the next job is for a friend. Actually, if you watched my last video, I referenced Nick at the end of it. So Nick is a tile installer, which is also why I'm dumping this one, because I'm gonna test out to verify, but I believe I have called in advance. They have said yes, but you don't know until you do it. I can dump tile and thin set for free. So we're gonna try and do this job in that sense, but if we can't dump it for free, then construction debris does dump for less money, which is still good. Nick is testing me out for the concept of them buying a dumpster and me servicing it. So we are gonna find out how well this works for the both of us. I think it'll be a nice way to do business, but he is the first person that's gonna, I think, take me up on it. We're doing a trial run with my dumpster now, but he is gonna be very likely ordering a dumpster for himself. And from this point, once we establish how this all works out, gonna have it branded in his colors, me dropping it on his jobs, and make life easier for himself. Pretty excited to see how this works out, and we will go from there. So I couldn't get any footage. The homeowner was out there the whole time in an HOA community. You know, like you could tell he was super concerned about making sure that things went smoothly. So I didn't want to do anything to make him uncomfortable, and I needed to focus on the task at hand, because I'm also trying to, you know, earn the respect and future business of a colleague of mine as well. So all in all, I just dropped the dumpster. I didn't take the time to record anything. Did put it down on some rolly skates just to show that off, which is always a cool little perk. Ultimately, gonna be picking it up in a couple days, it looks like. Should be nothing but tile and granite, so should dump for free. Very excited. We'll see where this relationship goes. I am on the way now to pick up dumpster, I can't remember if it's 3 or not. I think it's 3. The client of this house is actually a real estate investor They are buying it from the current property owner. The current property owner still lives in there, and they are having him clean out a bunch of stuff before they close. But closing, I believe, is this week. So ultimately, this will be the last dumpster for them. And then the new owner is probably going to be getting another dumpster from me for the remodel and stuff like that. So 3 dumpsters so far for this property. Looks like we'll probably have at least 4, maybe 5 in the next couple weeks. So that'll be interesting. The first time I went out there, it went relatively smoothly. They put food in it, so I had to take it to the right dump for that. Then the second time I show up and the dumpster's barely been used at all. So he had me leave it for a few extra days. Picked that one up. That one also had food in it, had chemicals in it. Pulled the chemicals out, kept the food, just brought the food to the proper dump for that. And then the third drop, I go the other day to drop it off, just like I was asked to. And they tried to stop me from dropping it off because they're having a yard sale. So it was one of these just like, I'm just doing my job, guys. They did let me ultimately drop it off, so that worked out fine, but always fun. I think it's time he gets a new tarp. It's not looking too good.